you know, an ATV can keep up with speed limits, okay? An ATV is usually bright colored or colored. It's a larger vehicle, and usually if somebody sees, I mean, obviously ATVs aren't running around town. Somebody sees an ATV, they're obviously gonna, you know, it's gonna be, they're gonna be more aware to it, say, oh, what's this doing here, okay? Where you get a bicycle, half the time, you know, you don't see them until you're on top of them. So I guess when we pushing back to safety all the time, to me, an ATV is safer just to get through town. We're not here to drive through town all day long. That's not the intent of this at all. It's to get from one side to the other side. And not saying, you know, there may be some bad apples out there, okay? You're talking about, you know, time frames. It's sunrise, sunset. You cannot be on a machine anytime after that. You know, not on the roads. That's the DNR regulations. Lost my train of thought here. I guess, like I said, we're just looking at trying to get from one side to the other side. You know, we keep throwing in all the safety, which I understand the safety, but you know, I can sit there and follow tractors down the highway, and gravel dust blowing because he's running the shoulder, and I can't see behind him. Now, I don't understand. You know, there's no issues there, as in there's no registration, there's no insurance on that. Bicycles, no insurance on that. We're registered, we're insured, and you have to be a driver's license. And you know, if yeah, you're gonna have some. You might have some bad apples out there, obviously. No different than somebody driving a car. I mean, does the police officers not stop anybody all day long because everybody's so perfect? They're not. You know, so I guess I just got like that. One other issue I do have is, was there 2 meetings, or was there just that one?
Just what? Just the one.
At 9 o'clock in the morning on a Friday morning. Was that the 24th, or was that the?
Yeah, 24th.
Okay, okay, because I know Sean and I could not make that meeting. And I did ask for meeting minutes, and I never received them. And I've called numerous times, left messages, and I've never received what was brought up about this meeting.
Oh.
Because we wanted to look at that. I mean, we just wanted to see what the concerns were. Because obviously there's gonna be concerns. I mean, this is a big city. We understand that. I spent hours and hours trying to figure out what's the best plan to get through this town. You know, the simplest, easiest way to go through. Trying to stay off residential, but.
Did you come up with anything?
Well, I mean, this route that I laid out is, to me, the best route I can come up with. I mean, obviously, we cannot run down 150, that's a state DOT regulation. We can cross 150, that's not a problem. And I have letters from the DOT regional manager over in Dyersville saying that we can cross it. They just want to be notified that where we're crossing, that they know about that. But you know, coming in north side town to get gas at Casey's, fine. South side, we can't because of Highway 150. There's no way we can do that. So the only other gas station would be over there on what is it, 9th Avenue? 9th Avenue, I think, is a Casey's over there, northwest. So I guess that's my points. Thank you.
Any other comments, questions? This was only on the agenda for the discussion. I don't know where you want to go with it from here unless something different changes to bring it back up to the committees or back up to the council. Yes, go forward. Yes, go ahead.
Sorry.
We want to give you your opportunity. Just introduce yourself and give us your address.
Yep, Paul Bachman, 1388 River Road Boulevard. I'm the owner of Maverick Power Sports, the Arctic Cat dealership on the northeast side of town.
Okay.
Just some things that you guys are bringing up. Like Lauren said, excuse me, we would have liked an opportunity with the minutes or the what you guys thought as a committee, so we could have addressed some of the concerns. Some things that I guess I could bring up just for food for thought. Cited ideas of ineffective or a little bit of a hindrance on the general flow of traffic. Well, I guess my concern or my question back would be, why is it any different during large events such as RAGBRAI, things like that, when we issue permits for such vehicles, and they are used by law enforcement, first responders, things like that. If we're gonna do it for events like that, why is it safe during those periods of times when it's convenient, but when we wanna use them for recreation or passing through town, it is not? It's just things like that, where if we could have a dialogue between us where we could voice what, how we feel as a group or a enthusiast group, if we could have those conversations back and forth. The committee time, the meeting time didn't work for myself either, but if you guys would open up to another time where we could go back and forth, or maybe talk about that a little bit, we'd love the opportunity to do that. So just a few things that came to mind when I was sitting there listening, and by all means, I just want to keep the dialogue open, see if we can work through this. So that's about all I have. So
When it came to RAGBRAI,